Yo, welcome back to the channel, man. I'm 618 C's, man. What up with it though, man? Look, we got a story time today. Tonight a special night, man. I love football. So tonight is a special night. It's draft night, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Shador. I don't know him, but I love Shador, man. He a good kid, man. Despite what everybody trying to say and all the smut they putting on his name and his family name. Shout out to everybody that I know that's in that NFL and that's gonna be in that draft tonight. For real, for real. Y'all boys did it straight out from the 89, boy. Straight out from Illinois, straight out from Chicago. I see you boys. You hear me? Shout out to all my boys that's in NCAA. My NIL kids that I know out there, man. Shout out to y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all up next. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in that hard work and dedication. But look, today a story time, right? We're gonna talk about my experience with the NFL draft. I had two experiences with the NFL draft when I was younger, right? Nah, I didn't get drafted. I was too damn slow. I was too slow, so I ain't get drafted. I ain't even go D1. But I did go JUCO and I did win that last chance you ring, that national championship. You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, um, the draft can be good and it can be bad. A lot of dreams can be made, but what a lot of people don't talk about is a lot of dreams that can be broken. So I'm gonna do the story time and I want to talk about how the dream was made one night, and then another night the dream was broken. And then I'm gonna talk about how there's always hope. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. All right. So the dream was made. I want to say the year was around 2005. So I had a friend, um, and my buddy he played both ways when he was in college for a team. But the team they traditionally they do okay, but they didn't do good. Then they was just coming off like a Big Ten championship, so they was, I guess, maybe entering a down year or whatever. So, but my buddy, he played both ways. He played offense and he played defense. So he ended up getting drafted. And I remember how the dream was made. It was beautiful because it was like I remember talking to him on draft night. We was talking on the phone, and he's like, you know, man, they say, bro, he's like, bro, they say I'm gonna go like 60. I might go third round, early fourth round. So I ain't even expecting to get called tonight. So we just talked on the phone, talked about life and everything catching up. He had his family party in the background or whatever. Well, no, the family didn't even come that night. So um on the second night, he didn't have a big party. He just had a few friends and family over. So he said, we gonna watch the draft, because we knew other people that was getting drafted in the first and second round. So it was exciting. So next thing you know, we watching the draft and the Colts come up in the second round. I think they had like the 30th pick in the second round. And he say, we was on the phone right before that. And he's like, man, I got a call today. They say they think I might go second. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, but I don't believe it. I don't think it's gonna happen, man. They just be saying stuff, man. I got a couple different calls today, but he said, we gonna see, man. We gonna see how it go. So I was like, man, I wish you good luck, bro. You know how all that. So bam. We get off the phone. We in a trap back then. See, I was tripping. I messed up my life. I was in a trap. So me and the homies, we in a trap and we watching a draft. And they say with the second round, I would say, with the I think it was like the 60th pick in the second round, the Indianapolis Colts select. It's a long time ago, so my memory just a little cloudy. You say the Indianapolis Colts select, and they say his name. So everybody in the trap, we going crazy. Yeah, yeah, that's our boy, that's our dog. So you call that boy, we heard the scream, the yelling in the background. He like, I made it, dog, I made it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I made it, bro. So bam. Everybody happy. They geeked up. A few weeks later, bro hit me up. He say, man, I'm about to go, man. He like, I want you to move with me. And, I want you to, just move with me and help me take her and get my situation set. But at the time, I felt like, my life wasn't. I didn't want to do that. I had my own thing going. I was in college. You know what I'm saying. I had blocks. You know what I'm saying. So I really ain't want to do that. So I didn't do it. But we stayed in touch, and I eventually, I was going to playoff games. Man, I was. My people won a Super Bowl. I'm talking about. I'm celebrating New Year's with the team, with the Colts. I'm in Super Bowl parties, man. We doing all kind of stuff. Like, and it was just amazing. Playoff games, AFC championship, divisional playoffs. And it was a good time, man. What a time to be alive. And and I saw the hard work and dedication. And I always tell kids that I'm working with, right? Like, I remember when my roommate would get up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and go running. But I was laying in the crib crying over my girlfriend, and those type of things matter. It's the details that matter when you're trying to achieve a goal, especially in sports. So that was a beautiful thing. My partner ended up, he did his first contract. He ended up getting that magical second contract, and he played 10 years, 10, 11 years for about four different teams. So it was pretty dope, overall, and he had a good life, he had a good career. And that's how the draft could change things. Cause I remember, like, we was chilling one day. We was sitting in Ruth Chris, and the Colts was playing the Rams. We were in St. Louis, and we was sitting in Ruth Chris, and we was just sitting back chilling, and we was sitting here thinking, and we was like, dang, bro, just 2 years ago, we was going half on Whoppers at McDonald's. I mean, at Burger King. Just 2 years ago, we was straight going half on Whoppers. Like 2 years ago, we was going to the mall and we was stealing clothes and stealing sneakers and stuff like that. And now we don't have to do that no more. So that's a beautiful thing. Now, let's get to the ugly side, right? So there's another time we knew this cat, right? Before my man got drafted, we knew this cat. And he was kind of a big deal at the school he went to. It was a Big Ten school too, right? He was a big deal. Bro was kind of a big deal. And the state he was from, bro, was kind of a big deal. But he had fumbling problems and he was kind of little. So he was cool. But I think bro had 1,000 yards that senior year. He had 1,000 yards, and he was made like second team all Big Ten or something like that. Maybe don't quote me on this, because don't go look up the dude that won made running back second team all Big Ten. It might not be him, but look. So check it. So we go, and we used to kick it at this college, right? So we used to kick it at the girls' basketball team house, right? We used to kick it with the girls' basketball team. I ain't even go to college. We used to drive up there. I was in college, in another college, in another part of that state. So we would drive up there because we had partners up there. We had friends up there. We used to do some other stuff up there. So we used to go to parties and all that stuff. So we went to the girl. We was kicking it with bro. So it's draft night. So bro, like, yeah, I ain't going first round. I know I ain't going first round, but second round it's up. I know it's up second round, So he cocky, he arrogant, like, and you could just tell he got this air on him, and it stank, bro. And bro was just real arrogant. So we kicking it or whatever. We go to the girls' basketball team crib, we watch the draft. Bro ain't get drafted first night. He ain't get picked. So we like, yeah, man, it's cool, bro. They got you tomorrow, bro. It's all good, man. Everybody hyping him up. We putting air in his balloon. We put air in his balloon. We pumping his head, bro. They know you the man, bro. They ain't, man, NFL gotta have you, bro. It's up, G. You going tomorrow, bro. It ain't even no go. We saying stuff like that. So bam, we go out, we party, bam, go kick it, wake up next day, do whatever we do during the day. Bam, draft come on. We back at the girl basketball team crib. We watching the game, everybody watching the game. So now it's probably about 25 people in the crib, right? So this before social media. So we turn. It's probably like 25 people in the crib. They kicking it, we partying. Bro, like, he finna get drafted. He got two chicks on his arm, he turned, bro. Man, second round come, bro. 31 go, 31 through 40. He like, oh man, my time covered is all good. You know what I'm saying? 40 through 50 come. Oh man, he like, woo. So now when 40 through 50 come, bro ain't hyping no more. Me and my man, then we looking like, damn, bro ain't even finna get drafted. I'm like, damn, bro, this shit finna be crazy. So now the mood changing in the room. A few of the girls basketball team players, they went upstairs. A few of them left. So now it's probably about, I want to say probably about 12, 13 people. Half of the crowd done dispersed. It's like 12, 13 people in the crib. We still chilling. We watching the draft. Now they hitting this last 10. They hitting that last, they hitting that last 12, that last stretch, right? In that second round. So we watching. He like, man, they coming. He holding his phone in his hand, man. He keep looking at his phone. And with every pick, bro got quieter, quieter. And it seemed like sitting on that couch, he just got smaller and smaller with every single pick. But he was so cocky and arrogant throughout that whole year because he knew what he was going to do, and he was a great, great, great high school player. And he was I'm gonna say average at best college player, Division I college player. I think he probably so them last few picks. So them last few picks go by, bro. Second round draft over. Man, I look over at bro, man. He's sitting in a chair, and you can see his eyes just build up with water, but he holding it in. He ain't gonna cry. And so somebody was hit him with that. Somebody hit him with that. Boy, you gonna cry when you get in the car. and so everybody in the room bust out laughing, man. But he was the only person that didn't laugh. It wasn't me that said it though. He was the only person that didn't laugh, man. And I low key, I felt bad for bro. I was like, dang, dog, that's crazy. So day 3 come, man. We all ain't nobody got up, man. I ain't seen him since that day, since that night, actually, in person. I haven't seen him. I seen him on YouTube and other places, but I haven't seen him in person since that night. So day 3 come and we watched it, man, and bro still didn't get drafted, but luckily he did get picked up. He did get a tryout with a team in the NFL, but it didn't work out either. That didn't work out, but he had a good college career. And overall, when I look bro up, he ended up having a successful life. So even if you lose that battle, you don't lose the war of life. So bro ended up being successful in life, and it looked like that he parlayed them relationships that he built when he was in college into a successful life. So that's a big win for him. But that's the good side and the bad side, the good side and the ugly side of the draft from my experience and people that I knew, people that I was around. Now, but even if they don't get drafted, right? This for all the unks and aunties out there, they got nephews, nieces, and stuff, and if I got some young boys watching, tell your partners, what I'm saying, even if you don't get drafted, right, you still get a chance because you get to be a free agent. You might get an invite, and I know several guys that got those invites. And when they got those invites, they turned into demons. That's when it was demon time. They turned into dogs. I got a partner, he did what? Undrafted free agent, did 7 years. I got another partner, did what? 2 years, undrafted free agent. Got another partner, did 4 years, undrafted free agent. I know a couple undrafted free agents that's in the league right now. I know a couple kids that's got drafted in the league right now. But I wasn't at those draft parties or anything like that, so I don't know. But like you can still make it, man, and that's for everybody out there. But for all y'all friends and family out there, man, let me tell you something, man. If you want to see the young man in your life succeed, man, please play your role and don't overplay your role. Don't overplay your role. Even if playing your role means just giving them their space, you have to do that. Play your role in helping them to succeed. Please don't tear these brothers down, and please don't think because they got some money, we got some money. Because when my friend got some money, it was a lot of people that thought we got some money. And a lot of those people, they not friends to this day with that, because they fell out because they felt like that bro owed them something because of some things that they went through when they was younger in the past. And even myself, like I never felt like my NFL friend owed me anything. And I think that's why today we still can get in contact with each other and we still friends, even if we don't see each other on the regular anymore or talk daily or weekly or even monthly. We might go 4-5 months without talking. But when we talk, it's all love. So that's the beautiful thing about it. So that's why about not overplaying playing your role, because if you just play your role, you might get what you deserve. And if you don't, it wasn't God's plan, and things happen for a reason, and sometimes people grow apart and friendships end, but it's like that, man. Just play your part in helping a young man in your life succeed, man. That was just my little story time about my experience with the NFL draft. I had another friend, bro. He was last one. I had another friend. RIP him, man. God bless the dead, to the great Damian Nash. He was an undrafted free agent. And he got in the last 2 games of the season and he ripped it. He messed up the league. He had put the league on notice. You hear me? And next thing you know, Denver traded a running back. He was third string in Denver. He traded a running back. They cut a running back, signed my man to a new contract, and my man's passed away. God bless the dead, man. The greatest football player I ever seen in person, in the greatest high school player I ever seen in my life in person. And I seen a whole lot of them because I do this high school football thing for real, in real life outside of this YouTube. I do this high school football thing. I fly to Vegas to see a game. Matter of fact, I'm gonna catch y'all in. I fly to Vegas. I fly from Vegas. I fly to St. Louis. I fly from St. Louis. I drive to Chicago. We go anywhere for some high school football. So you already know, man. That's the end of my story time. Look, you know my saying. If ain't nobody told you they love you, 618 C's love you. If ain't nobody told you they want to see you win, you already know 618 C's want to see you win.